Thank you, Shocks. You know, it's hard to imagine an LCS and League esports without Dyrus, but I would contest his point about his story ending. I think our thanks goes out to him for the dedication, the years of dedication and inspiration that he's provided to millions of people around this world, and that his story will continue to live on through those people that he's inspired. You know, he's a legend in his own right, and his contributions to this community will not be forgotten. So thank you, Dyrus, once again. Now reflecting on that game, I mean, there's not, I don't think, a whole lot that needs to be said other than the fact that, you know, all of those players, they went out there and they played a world-class game on the world stage.
I think so. I definitely think so. And to what Dyrus said about his last kind of words to his fans, that he's sorry that he let them down. Dyrus, on behalf of your fans and somebody who was a fan of yours before and a fan of yours, you know, from till the end of time, you didn't let us down, man. You didn't let us down at all.
Feels bad, man, JPEG.
No.
All right, well, I think, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what a fitting way to go out. You know, he did the team thing, picked Nara again. He's always done the exact same thing. He's played, like, from carry to support to tank role on his team, and it was a great last game of League of Legends against a quality opponent. It would have been a lot of fun to play there, and hopefully the future is all the best for him, so, yeah.
And with that game, we close out Group D. So let's take a look at the order and the standings to see how the teams are stacked up. KT Rolster took first place, only losing one game in the group stages, while Origin were knocked into second and will be advancing to the quarterfinals as well. LGD took third, and TSM and Worlds in last place for the group. Now, following the conclusion of Group B's games tomorrow, there will be a drawing on stage to determine how KT and Origin will be placed into the bracket and which teams will stand in between them and the semifinals. On their climb to the #1 spot, KT put on a show that Allurl LP called out on Twitter. That KT Arrow Pickaboo combo was amazing. This is what we came to see. Let's check out your World's League play of the
Blind
day.
face-taking as Evelyn is incredibly dangerous.
DBQ and PYL getting aggressive. Flame is back as well.
Camping on the lantern.
In a lot of trouble. PYL is good. He got it on the lantern. I can't believe it.
Immediate flash as he hooks him off of the lantern right before it's about to disappear.
Yep.
So Thresh and so clean.
So Thresh and so clean.
So Thresh and so clean. The call
Crappo.
was just as good as the play. But, you know, it's so interesting. We've seen a few new innovations around Thresh Lanterns. The ward's being placed in order to stop lantern grabs, as well as now Thresh is pulling people off of their lanterns in order to get their AD carries to safety.
I'm hearing reports that Crappo and Kobe high-fived after that call because it was just apparently so good.
And the thing that I love about that play, not only does it demonstrate how class KT are, it sums up LGD's tournament in like one play as well, like bodily dragged up it. And KT, that combo is very good.
Oh, poor LGD, man. That 2 and 4 finish. They were just ramping up at the end, and all I gotta say is they should have ran Flame every game.
Yeah, well, Spawn's going to go home wondering what could have been. He will go home wondering what could have been. Spitting super hot fire. Well, we've got another full day of action lined up for tomorrow as Group B battle it out to see who's moving on and whose World's run will be cut short. It begins with AHQ versus Invictus Gaming. Then it's a battle of the Atlantic with Fnatic going up against Cloud9. After that, AHQ get their shot at Cloud9 and will conclude the day with Fnatic versus AHQ. If there are any tiebreakers, we'll serve those up immediately following the conclusion of that match. And a reminder, the final day of the group stage gets going 2 hours earlier tomorrow. That's 10 a.m. for our friends in the Central European time zone and 1 a.m. Pacific. They're not making it easy on us, gentlemen. So be sure to get your rest because you won't want to miss a minute of the action. Real quick, we got a preview of yeah, you know what? Let's just stay here, sleep over at the desk. No, we got a preview of tomorrow's games. This is another really exciting group as it was turned on its head in week 1. What are the key matchups we're looking at tomorrow and how do we expect things to play out?
AHQ. Has to be AHQ. They had such an impressive run through MSI. They came out at LMS first seed, and Flash Wolves did so well in their group. Now all the pressure gets transferred over to the other team in the LMS to see what they can do and whether Cloud9 can continue their dominance.
It's also important to highlight, like, today already, Origin was 3-0 coming into this week, and they lost 2 games. So, like, sure, there's this hype around C9, but I don't think anything is determined yet in this group.
No, they are not safe. If anything was evidence of that, they are going to have to come in and put in the work. Zyrene.
Yeah, they just got to win one game. I'm looking at Cloud9 versus Fnatic, NA versus EU once again. That's what I'm looking for. Also, I want to see Invictus Gaming because LGD, they look like they're picking up steam there at the end, but I don't know if Invictus Gaming is going to have the same type of success or if they're going to have even more in that group.
Yeah, there's so much to look out for in
so many
tomorrow's group. I'm actually very happy that it's the last day of group stages because it's going to be exciting. I can guarantee that. Keep it tuned right here because in 15 minutes, Quick Shot, Freak, and Jat will be along to chat about the latest and greatest from Paris. Now, for myself, the casters, and the entire live broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow for the final day of the World's group stage.